guys, Blake here today, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina, Lake Taneycomo. It is December the 4th. Yeah, I was right. 12:40 in the afternoon. The only thing I got with me today is a jigging rod, so I've got a 16th ounce orange head sculpin jig, 4-pound leader, about 2.5 foot of it, with a 3-pound nano braid line, TFO Trout Panfish 6.6 light action rod, and the Daiwa Fuego 1000, I think, 1000D. And the tennis courts are just right behind me at the moment. Quite a bit of wind today, so it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. But they've been running a constant 2 units of water. I think it started before midnight last night. I think they bumped it up before then, and they are supposed to run it all the way to midnight. I haven't seen tomorrow's schedule yet. Nothing on the first cast. To know if they're gonna keep the water running. It's actually the warmest day this week. I'm kind of surprised they're generating, but I know some of the places the power goes to is experiencing much colder weather than we are here today. Yeah, there's one. So we're currently in the process of getting our 16th ounce jigs to be pretty spot on to a 16th. Not that they're not really close, but there we go. There's another one, or the first one I should say. There's a big old fish right there. I kind of picked this spot. It's really windy out here today. This spot's usually just a little more out of the wind until you get straight with the narrows. So I kind of picked this one on purpose. I was going to go up to the dam, but if it's this windy down here, it's certainly as windy or windier up there 95% of the time. So since I'm jigging and I don't have anything else to drag on the bottom, I'm going to try to stay where I suffer the least amount of wind. On guide trips lately, I've been catching a few more rainbows that are turning into their spawning colors already. Some of them starting to drop milk in the boat. So I think the rainbows are slowly beginning their transformation over to spawn. Seems a little early, but I remember catching them spawning in December, so. Oh, that fish is chasing it. Come on, grab it. I'm holding my line down on the water right now. Keep that wind from manipulating it too much. Ooh, that almost looked like a bite. Yeah, there's that wind. I had two guide trips on Sunday, and they ran water the entire time, and both trips were good. In the afternoon, they had slowed the water down, and we found that the jig bite was significantly better than dragging scuds and eggs. Scuds and eggs wasn't bad, but our hookup ratio on the jigs was a lot faster. Oh, I missed him. It's actually warm enough out here. I'm starting to get hot in this sweatshirt. It's supposed to be 60 today. See, we're getting close. Yeah. There's another one. Yeah. Jumped into the net. There we go, buddy. Pretty one. Oh, he came back for it. A little bit bigger. Putting up a heck of a fight. You see the fins there? Those white tips? She's been fanning a bed. Oh gosh, I hate it when you guys do that to me. Make me tear out my feathers. I'm sure Phil talked about it already, but I believe that Table Rock is beginning to flip over. They're finding that there's more oxygen in the water as they're running it. So they ceased to add the liquid injections now. As Table Rock flips over, we will have ample oxygen until next August and September again. Should start to see the water getting a tid more turbid looking. A little sediment when the lake flips over comes through and makes the water a little dingy or turbid. Yeah, there's one. You don't get to look at that one. He was camera shy. There's another one. This one feels bigger. Definitely fatter. Yeah, burn that braid off of there. Wow. They're acting like they're getting a little more oxygen. That fish is burning hard. Come on, bud. Oh, he's still angry. Still got fight left in him. There's a healthy fish. I'm not sure if I can turn the... I don't think I can. I don't think I was going to be able to hook flip him. He's a little too heavy. Hook was buried in his jaw a little too hard there. Starting to get shallower. We're approaching the narrows. A 16th ounce jig will sink at about a foot a second in 2 units of water. So you just kind of account for how deep it is. Oh, did he get off of there? How did he get off of there? Arrows is only about 3 foot, 3.5 foot here. We're gonna keep that jig moving. Yeah, there's one. They're sitting on the gravel bar feeding. It's another healthy one. Not quite as big as the last one. Look at how blue that one is. I love how different our fish look here. You can catch 6 trout and they can all look different. Alright, we're over the skinniest part of the gravel bar. 2.5, 3 foot here. Gonna keep that jig moving. Ideally here, no matter what kind of distance you have the jig from the bottom, they're most likely gonna see it. They're setting up on this gravel bar, putting in the extra work to catch food that's coming through the shallow flat. So if they see it and they want it, they'll go for it, even if they're a foot, 2 foot below it. That was a bite. I missed it. Bit it right at the tail end of my up jerk. Coming out of the narrows, it does get back to 4, 5, 6 feet in some spots. It's been a while since I hit the side part of Eagle Island here with the jig. We're probably close in on that and hit that shallower water there. I have never heard that bell before. That's funny. Oh, now I've got to take this. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. That was the Jefferson City office DMV finally calling me back, and I was on a wait list since 8:30 this morning. So that's how long it took them to get back to me. And if you missed that phone call, you got to go back on the list again. Anyway, I just paused the boat, didn't lose any ground coming up on the side of Eagle Island here. Caught some really good fish over the years when the water's running on this flat right here on the island. I don't know what it is about it, but big fish like to hang out over there in that shallow water. Also, if anything was like last December, here in the next few weeks, if those fish are stacking up for spawn, you're gonna see a lot of them with their backs out of the water over here and over there on that north bank. This is one of those spots as you're working the jig out back to the boat, you've got to start pausing a little bit longer because it starts dropping off of that shelf and get back into the channel. If you really want to maximize and keep your jig where it needs to be. There's one. Not the jumbo I was looking for, but these fish are in good spirit today. Nice, consistent running water, no fluctuation, better oxygen levels. Phil makes that look so easy. I know my jigging motion looks big, but I leave slack in my line, so really I'm just pulling out the slack, and I'm only doing about a little 1 or 2 inch twitch, but the whole motion looks big, especially when I'm having to stick my rod tip down in the water or near the water to keep the wind from blowing my line. Just a little twitch of the wrist. Honestly, if I was suggesting someone to come out here and jig fish, I'd probably send them out with a 3/32 with the wind today. Be a little bit easier to manage it, getting down where it needs to be, instead of doing all the extra work I'm doing to get it there. Oh, hit it on the top end of my jigging motion again. It's hard to set the hook from there, especially when you're getting ready to drop the rod back down. Well, we're almost to the mouth of Fall Creek. I'll do one last cast here in the eddy. Just about 4 foot here, maybe 4.5. I need to wait about 4 seconds. The eddy water is moving upstream, so I need to Slow my boat down a bit. There we go. All right. Well, good day of jigging. We thank you guys for watching. Like and share us on Facebook. We'll see you again tomorrow.